Welcome back to This Week in 10 Stories, your weekly global news roundup. In the next 15 minutes, we'll cover the biggest events shaping politics, business, science, and human stories from every corner of the world. Grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's explore what happened this week. A 6.2 magnitude earthquake struck southeastern Afghanistan, shaking villages already struggling with poverty and conflict. Entire families are displaced, hospitals are overwhelmed, and rescue workers are racing against time. International aid agencies are calling for urgent supplies of food, medicine, and shelter. Afghanistan's geography makes it prone to earthquakes, but poor infrastructure worsens damage. Aid groups warn that without outside help, long-term recovery could take years. The U.S. added only 54,000 jobs in August, a sharp slowdown. Analysts say businesses are cautious due to inflation and high borrowing costs. Meanwhile, the UK construction industry is in its longest slump since 2020, with fewer housing projects and declining car sales. Electric vehicles remain the only growth area, showing where future demand lies. Economists debate whether central banks should cut interest rates soon or risk choking growth further. China staged its largest military parade in decades, joined by Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un. Xi Jinping declared that a new global order is rising. The display of tanks, aircraft, and missiles was not just symbolic, it was a message. China is positioning itself as the leader of an alternative power bloc, challenging Western influence in Asia and Africa. The Taiwan question now feels even more tense. North Korea's leader visited Beijing for the first time in 6 years. His daughter's presence drew speculation that he may be preparing her as a successor. Behind the symbolism, North Korea seeks stronger trade with China to survive sanctions. Extra note, with Russia, China, and North Korea showing solidarity, Western policymakers worry about a new Cold War triangle. Tether, the biggest stablecoin operator, is investing billions into gold mining and trading. Normally, Tether backs its digital currency with cash and bonds. Now it wants the reliability of gold to strengthen confidence in crypto. Why this matters? If successful, this move could link cryptocurrency more closely with traditional commodities, changing the way investors see digital money. But skeptics say it risks blurring the line between transparency and speculation. Energy giant Shell may sell its stake in Australia's Northwest Shelf, one of the largest LNG projects. Global energy markets are shifting, and Shell seems uncertain whether to double down on fossil fuels or move faster toward renewables. For Australia, losing Shell could mean less foreign investment in its gas sector, but also new opportunities for local energy companies. In Gaza's Nuseirat camp, children are learning breakdance among ruins. For them, it's more than art. It's a way to cope with trauma, loss, and instability. Videos of these dance classes have gone viral. Why it matters? Even in war zones, culture and creativity become tools of survival and hope. This story shows the resilience of the human spirit. Tragedy struck in Lisbon when a funicular streetcar derailed, killing at least 15 and injuring many. Authorities are investigating mechanical failures. For a city famous for its trams, this accident has shaken public confidence. Lesson: cities worldwide must modernize old infrastructure to keep passengers safe. President Trump announced he wants to rename the Department of Defense into the Department of War. He argues the name should reflect America's true military strength. He also proposed new tariffs to protect U.S. industries. Deeper insight, critics say this signals a shift toward a more aggressive, militarized identity. Supporters argue it's about honesty and deterrence. This could redefine U.S. foreign policy and domestic priorities. A stolen 18th century painting, taken by the Nazis during World War II, has resurfaced in Argentina. After decades in private hands, it's being returned to its rightful heirs. And that wraps up This Week in 10 Stories. From earthquakes to economics, from global power shifts to stories of resilience, the world is constantly changing. Which headline struck you the most? Leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss our weekly roundup. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.